Adriano. Is that okay with you?
No, today it's fine. Just say Adriano.
Listen, yeah, you look cool, my brother.
Thank you so much, Mario.
Oh,
You too. I love the gray hair.
Yeah. No, but this is from being married.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are you laughing? No, I'm honest.
Yeah, the long aisle. Oh, you got jokes.
No, I'm cool, Adriano. Listen,
Yeah.
yeah, just quickly, you walking in, thanks a lot, but
Yeah.
it's so hot and you're just walking in with a nice spirit. Nice to having you
Yeah.
in the studio, Adriano. Before we're going to start with the big thing, what you're actually doing, just quickly, just a rundown. How was your year? I mean, it's nearly finished already, the year.
It's nearly finished, and I need to say, I was actually speaking to a friend this week, and I said, despite the fact that, it's post-COVID and we are here, there are many achievements that I'm really proud of because, when you set the tone from the beginning of the year, because I normally celebrate my New Year's when it's my birthday because it's quite early, which is the 2nd of March.
Oh, okay.
I realized that,
A March baby.
Yeah, I'm a March baby. So I was like, listen, let me invite close-knitted friends, which I then launched my website this year.
Wow.
And in hindsight, as much as I was really busy, I worked on campaigns that I was really passionate about. And then for me, the biggest one was graduating this year. So
wow, and graduating for what?
Human resource management.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And I mean, yeah, you've got the aura. You can talk. I'm very. I can't speak in front of
You
people.
can.
I cannot.
You're the reason why we. I remember you, Fanny, and Lorica.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the reason I was inspired.
Oh, thank you.
You're the reason, why I continue doing what I love doing on radio.
And I must say, you're doing it well, my friend.
Thank you.
I must say, you're doing it well. Just quickly, the website. Just tell us about that.
So my website is literally a link that allows you access to all the work I've done and the continuous work that I do. I feel as Namibians, when we depart onto the next generation or to the next realm, there's always a thing of where do we get access to the work this artist or this creative have done. That sort of becomes the legacy, and also just for clients to easily book me or see the type of work that I've done so far. So a larger part of my website for me is personally the philanthropy aspect. If you need my resume, it's on there. If you need my rate card, But yeah, like I said, the philanthropy for me is very important on that because I come from Komasdal and I grew up in Karetura. So for me, it's really important that we at least get to give back to our community. And part of that is really where you can just go onto the website, look under donation, and then you can just donate. I don't want money. It's really to just say, listen, let's donate food, blankets, wherever we can.
Yeah, that's absolutely cool. Listen, I just want to get into that. You said, okay, but I don't believe you're saying it's because of me and funny, but you really natural at what you do, especially on the stage. You hosted so many events, and I look at you. I mean, like you say, you're coming from Komasdal. It's always nice to see people coming from there and where they are today. Because me too. I also grew up in Komasdal, Donkrug, and so many of the people there. I deem myself lucky. I deem myself like that. You see how not only there, but how people are suffering. I just wanted to know from yours, what keeps you going, my brother?
People.
Wow.
I honestly, the walks of life, I'm always like, I need to elevate and I need to leave, but I've traveled continental and to Europe and some Asian countries, but the Namibian love, you will not experience Namibian culture and the love anywhere else. So Namibian people are so warm-hearted and they just keep me going, and our humility as a country. Travel the world and you'll see some ruthless people.
Yes, I know.
But people and people's stories, that's what keeps me going.
And also acting. What made you go into that?
So I started off acting in church. Because I grew up in a typical...
You guys are acting... What kind of church is that?
So acting started in where we all wanted to be Joseph, Okay. So I knew that, as net die pastoorse kinders, but Joseph, and then every year you're like, you're either a wise man or you're an animal in the stable, and then boom, I then became Joseph. So that was where the foundation was laid.
How many years ago was that?
Sure, that was about 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I think that was where the foundation was laid. I then in high school saw Freddie Philander do a play because I went to David Besaidenote and I was inspired by that. And because for me, having seen representation, that's where I then realized, but this is what I really want to do. And then in high school, I did part of my year-end project was doing Master Harold and the Boys and Animal Farm. So part of Animal Farm and Master Harold was where we got exposed to the National Theatre. When I saw David Njavera perform.
Animal Farm has got Snowball, pig also.
Yeah, the pigs. The pigs. And then when I saw...
Albert used to play. Albert Rodriguez used to play.
Exactly, yeah. So when I saw Master Harold and the Boys of David Njavera and Stanley perform that, the late, and both of them are late now. I then was inspired by wanting to
Wow.
do this. So yeah, so it's been planted. That
Yeah.
foundation has been laid, and that's why I love acting.
No, I can tell you really one thing, friend to friend. You're gonna go far, my brother, because
Thank you so
I can
much.
actually feel your aura. I feel things, and I can feel it you.
Thank you so much,
Before I'm
brother.
gonna go too deep into what what your plans are for the year, for the future,
Yeah.
we're gonna start now with you hosting the. How do you pronounce that?
Sotigui.
Sotigui Awards.
Yeah.
That's in Burkina Faso.
In Burkina Faso,
Tell me
yeah.
about that. I want to hear. I don't want to ask any questions. I just want to hear.
So the Sotigui Awards celebrates film across the African diaspora. So everybody. So it's one would actually say it's one compared to the AMVCAs in Lagos,
Okay.
one of the biggest films that's currently film festivals that's happening.
Wow.
So they've got a week as of next week. The entire week will be films that they've recognizing across the African diaspora, and a lot of actresses and actors are being invited and filmmakers to the event in Ouagadougou itself. And 2019, I won the award for Best Male Actor. In 2020, Gurli Yadama won the award for Best Actress
Wow.
and Overall African Performer.
Wow.
And then 2021, that was when Armas also won the award for Best Male Actor. And then I've been the resident host since 2020.
Sure. And
So.
suppose you're not going to tell us how much they're paying you.
I don't like talking money.
Yeah, please, otherwise, people might just call you and borrow that from you. All right,
Yeah.
Adriano, but congratulations for doing that. And
Thank
one
you.
thing, there's another gentleman also is. I mean,
Yeah.
you are going outside the boundaries and outside the borders and keeping the country's, flag alive.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing
Thank
that,
you.
Adriano.
Thank you so much.
Just quickly before, and anything else you want to say, stop?
This year, unfortunately, we couldn't have a Namibian film nominated. I think most of the films that were supposed to be selected were probably still in post-production.
Yeah.
But it's such a platform where I really hope and wish that we could sort of build a cross collaboration within Namibian films and that within East Africa and really create a pan-Africanism when it comes to the creative sector, because I wish and I know that government realizes the platform and what the arts can contribute to the development of our country.
Absolutely. I mean, these movies, the collaboration between DSTV and the NBC.
Right.
I mean, those are great movies.
And
my
I need
friend.
to applaud MultiChoice
Yeah.
and NBC
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I mean, never in my life would I have thought that you would have NBC and MultiChoice collaborate to
Exactly.
say, and there's a call out now for
Yeah.
more films as well. And I'm also part of one of the films, and
No, you're everywhere.
and it's proud to say, hey, mom, I'm on Showmax. So
yeah. The whole world is watching me now, Mom. Adriano, just quickly, plans for the future, my brother.
So for this year, I've got I'm easing down now. I'm really
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
just ease into spending time with the family now for Christmas as well. But the plans, I've got 3 scripts that's down, so you will be seeing a directing debut very soon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'll definitely do open castings because I think within the space that we're at, art keeps us alive.
Yeah.
If anything that this time and space and post-COVID has taught us is to be creative and use art as a different form of healing, and just getting one's mental state right. Yeah.
Adriano Visagie, I mean, look at the time. We can chat forever, my brother. But what I want to say from my side, and I suppose for everybody listening, keep the fire burning, brother. You're on the right track. You're doing well. Like you said, you want to merge movies, African movies. I leave that to you. You're going to do that, and you're going to get that right, I promise you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Any last comments from your side?
No, I just want to say thank you so much. And like I always say, if there's someone who is burning with that desire of wanting to achieve something, whether in the South, the East, the West, just do it. I always feel we don't have that representation and that person that one can sort of, as youngsters, that you can just knock on that person's door and say, but I want to do that. I want to grow up. And maybe also to those listening and the adults, be supportive of those dreams that the children have. Not everybody can be doctors. Not everybody can be lawyers. So, allow them to take up art spaces.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was well said. And my daughter's listening, so she's going to ask me, Dad, you know what? I want to become a mechanic.
Yeah.
And she can, eh?
Yeah, she can. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Adriano Visagie, like I said, I'm just going to say Adriano Visagie, my brother. You've done everything and you're doing it well. You've got a hell of a list behind you. But my brother, thanks a lot for coming in, and
Thank
the best
you.
of luck, especially going to Burkina Faso.
Thank you
Carry
so
our
much.
name high.
Thank you, I will.
Pleasure. 21 hour